back-ish.
Okay,
Hopefully.
you're gonna have
Stupid
to
freaking XSplit
every
drop frames.
um e- everyone's gonna have to reset their forums because I dropped my quick draw.
I'm still leaving the technical difficulties up there because Glock just had to make me refresh the forums, so yeah.
Sorry. I found it literally as our thing went down.
I'm not gonna ask. Oh, you're kidding me.
What, the quick draw?
You're kidding me.
What, the quick draw?
What?
I forgot.
What?
I changed connections, so it automatically logs me out.
Sorry.
Only problem was having a free hosted site. Only problem, I can do anything else with free. Except for that. I can't touch the freaking login. That's not funny.
Yes.
Anyway.
I knew they would take it out. I knew it.
What?
What?
Not asking.
Oh, I'm talking about.
Moving on. League of Legends. Back to where we were.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was talking about the next one. Okay.
Anyway.
Don't jump ahead. You already did that to us once.
Sorry. I'm kind of happy about this next one though.
Ergaborgadur.
Anyway. For those of you who are listening on YouTube, this is where you'll pick up from. I'm going to have to unfortunately cut the intro out since I'm not uploading a 2-minute part for the intro.
I will, don't worry. No, I'm kidding,
Wait.
I'm kidding.
Wait, 2-minute part for the intro, what?
Speaking of 2-minute intro kind of deal, we do need to do that for the YouTube channels. I say channels because there's two.
I missed something. What are we talking about?
YouTube listeners pick up here. As in,
Brain viewers will have already heard the intro.
Yeah. Or have the option to go back and look at the intro.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we do actually have to explain all this stuff to him.
No,
That is how far behind he is.
No, it's not that. I just couldn't hear. Jesus.
Clean out your hearing aid.
Don't have a hearing aid. You're being mean.
Alright.
And this surprises you why?
Alrighty then.
You're
Moving
a
on.
jerk.
Been called worse. Anyhow.
Yeah. The U.S. government recognizes League of Legends as pro athletes. And they can now be awarded visas to come to countries to play. So you don't need a passport. So this offers benefits to players.
You guys might have to give me a minute.
I think it's actually good now.
Yeah.
That they've actually decided to do this.
Yeah.
It only took them 3 seasons before they decided to do this, but...
Yeah.
You guys might have to give me a minute. My
Just
Google
fix
Chrome.
it already. That's why we're
It's
trying
crashed.
to ignore you and keep going.
Up.
That's why we're trying to ignore you and keep going. Just fix it. Don't keep telling us in the middle of a stream. Jeez.
Fine, hold up.
We're not...
Freaking
We're still talking about the same article. It's not like we moved to the next article or anything.
I know, but I really want to say stuff about the next article.
That's why we're trying to pace it out with our thoughts.
Okay.
The hold on was all we needed. We know how to shoot crap for a few minutes while you're trying to get stuff up.
Yes.
Ouch. I'm kind of hurt now.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It did kind of take them 3 seasons, but at least it's there.
Yeah. And if you think about it, this might be an opportunity for a lot more esports to get recognized as professional sports.
Yeah.
And players to be recognized as professional athletes. So this is kind of huge for not just League, but for the industry as a whole.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And,
The
you know,
heck?
that's kind of showed how League has managed to set the bar higher than everyone else, too.
Yeah.
Because how many other games can be considered athletic?
Yeah. Like chess. You're using kind of the same, some of the same skills that in chess that that would use in like something like League.
Guess
But
what
you
I'm gonna
look.
have to use, guys?
You look, even Dota, which is essentially League.
Yeah, because they're same genre.
But you look at Dota, it hasn't done it. And
That's
it's
got Blizzard
essentially
behind
the
it.
same kind of deal.
Yeah, and that's got Blizzard behind it.
Yeah. Look at World of Warcraft. That's another one Blizzard's got.
Yeah.
Look at how huge that is, and it hasn't done this. So this
what I'm
might be
gonna
that
have to use.
step in the door that all of any kind of competitive gaming needs.
Yeah. And Glock what?
I'm gonna have to use the famous browser that we all hate.
Don't you dare say it. Don't
I
you dare say it.
I
That
have
browser sucks on our site. Don't you dare say it.
I have to.
Don't say it.
Just
You don't have
Okay.
to say it. We know you're using it.
Okay, it's just Chrome basically crashed and now I can't use it at all. I
Should have got
honestly don't.
Firefox.
I tried Firefox. Firefox sucks with Google Plus.
Okay, we're not using Google Plus.
Yes, but okay.
your argument is null and void tonight. Tomorrow, yes. Tonight, no.
Does the forums at least work?
If you can get the link bar to work, that was the biggest problem.
and don't worry,
Lovely.
Tommy. Don't worry, Tommy. My college's website doesn't even like that browser either.
Oh yeah, the browser that shall not be named sucks when it comes to a lot of this stuff. And I think I figured it out. I think it has to do with the new HTML5 and CSS3 stuff. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah.
What the freak?
Mm-hmm. Now you
Crap.
see why I put the big disclaimer on the top of the site. Hey, you're using IE. Don't use IE.
Crap! The lag actually got it up to where I could use it, but I can't get the freaking thing to work. Ah!
Although,
Yeah.
you know, I said you should have got Firefox. I've not had a problem out of Opera either. Well, except for the fact that Opera decided to see something on the site that didn't exist.
What did it see?
Remember when you told me Firefox didn't do right with the link bar? And I was like,
Uh-huh.
really? Yeah, Opera was fine with the link bar. As
Oh.
broken as it was fine with it.
Oh, wow.
When I realized how bad broken it was, I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Wait. This isn't updated on IE
Yes, it is.
at all.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It is not updated
Oh,
like
God, technical difficulties. I've got to
Again.
go prove him wrong.
It's not. Shut up. I know the current
I say
browser
again.
is updated.
I say again, I got to go prove him wrong.
You
Ah,
can
son
try
of
to
a
prove me wrong all
biscuit.
you want.
That's part of the reason why I hate IE.
It's not updated now, is it?
Did the
I'm
forum
not on the
post?
site yet. Did you click on the button in the link bar that says forum? Because I know for a fact you cannot get the drop-down
Forums?
list to actually work.
Actually, the forum drop-down list. Whoa! Okay, it updated after I logged in. What the freak?
Because you weren't logged in, brainchild.
It's,
Yeah,
I'm
broke.
not,
Broke bad, yeah.
yeah,
I know.
um,
I've done
uh,
tested. I know.
what
It's
is the,
broke.
Are you also talking about the chat text? Because I looked, and the chat text is broke as all hell, too.
That is why I said I think it's something to do with the new HTML5 and CSS3.
that is very
Because that
possible.
stuff is not functioning with it.
That's very
I'm impressed the
possible.
fonts are functioning with IE. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
The fonts technically aren't supposed to be.
Waiting on Explorer. No, no. Oh crap, I just said it. Wait, we've already said it a couple times, never mind.
Yeah, Thomas said it.
Yeah, I broke myself.
You broke your rule. How dare
Yeah.
you?
Could be worse. We could talk about the game we shall not mention.
That Glock was playing.
Yes.
Hey, it's an okay game until the end, apparently, alright?
We don't talk about it because I have this thing about that ending where I can't stop just bitching about it.
Huh. Well, that's funny. You know what's you know what? If you log in with IE, if you look up in the admin bar up there, it's got a Firefox button, and if you hover over it, it says recommended browser. I did not know that till just now.
Am I
Wow,
the
even
only
the site's
one?
telling you to not use IE.
Wow.
Am I the only one that Tommy is like robot right now with?
Apparently.
Just now, yes.
No, I mean, like, when he was talking about Firefox, you know, with the thing in it saying, recommended
Yes,
browser.
you are the only one. I heard him fine.
What the freak?
Clock's connection sucks.
No, that's the weird thing. I heard Peacemaker perfectly. You were the only one that I could not hear.
Yeah, that seems odd. Because if it was his connection, it'd be both of us.
That's what I was like,
Or at least it should be both of us.
Yeah, that's what I
Glock,
was...
if you can make heads and tails of that IE post, then yeah, go for it. God, I hate IE right now.
Alright, I'm on the forums. I basically put the link in itself instead of having to use the thing because I'm not lazy. Well, not as lazy.
Smart move.
Okay.
God, the site's so much smoother in anything but IE. As I refresh all of my stuff because I had to go check in IE, and I'm going to fix that one of these days.
Why don't you use HTML5 for your site?
Glock.
Yes.
That's the problem with IE. It don't want to read that stuff.
Oh, I thought it was only HTML5 that
No.
IE
No.
and you didn't
No.
have that. Okay.
No.
No. If it read that, then that would be all good.
It doesn't
Okay.
want to read it.
It
That
hates
is the
it.
problem.
It hates it with a passion.
Why don't you use SHTML?
I'm not getting into this conversation right now because no. Anyway, back to the
You don't
articles.
like that?
No,
Okay.
it's I'm not gonna sit here and try to explain that one to you. Not right now. We'll do that after the show.
Okay. I actually want to learn about HTML.
Anyhow.
Yeah, Glock, you got thoughts on this article?
Yes.
About League.
Oh, not that one.
Okay.
I
I
thought
thought
we were moving
he
on.
would screw us over if I didn't mention that right before he said something.
What?
I
Who thought who was
figured you would screw us over if I didn't
No.
mention that because you were fixing to mention about the next article, am I right?
Actually, no. I was gonna wait for you guys to say something about it.
So you've got nothing to say about this one?
Not really. No.
Okay.
Okay. Also, Season 3 Championship Finals are going to be in the Staples Center,
Yep.
which is impressive.
The Staples Center?
Yeah,
Yes.
in LA.
What? Seriously?
Yes.
Yes!
Dang.
October 4th, more than 10,000 people are expected to attend. It's right there in the last paragraph.
I can't scroll down because even IE doesn't like me apparently. None of the browsers want to work
Tab.
for me.
Tab
There we
through
go.
links. That would work. Okay.
There we go. Fixed that. Fixed that. I fixed that.
Alright.
He fixed that.
I fixed that.
I guess on to the next one then.
Yes. On to the
Next article.
one.
Which
As a
brings us
follow-
into our second part of the title.
As a follow-up to last show, Square Enix has decided to reverse on their anti-jailbreaking tactics on Deus Ex: The Fall.
For the very reason that I mentioned the last time.
So it's unplayable with that?
It is completely unplayable with a jailbroken device, even if you bought the game. Because some people jailbreak the devices just for the backgrounds and stuff like that the jailbroken devices offer.
Uh-huh.
But they also try to jailbreak them for free apps too.
That is true. But the problem with that is the people that actually pay their money to use it on a jailbroken device for the, for the wallpapers and stuff, which most of today's iPods are jailbroken, the ones that
Mine's
pay
not.
for it,
You know how to shut Glock up real quick.
no, it's not that. Family just walked in the door. I had to tell them to go away.
Go away.
That was perfectly
No.
timed.
What did you say?
I said mine's not jailbroken. Then again, I barely use it.
But
Yeah, see, mine is jailbroken, but I honestly don't get, any, apps that aren't free. I usually just get the free apps because the free apps seem the funnest. I play stuff like, Modern Warfare, or Modern War, or something like that, Country
Question.
at War, stuff like that.
Okay, do you have a Pokedex app?
A what?
You have a Pokedex app?
No.
I'm severely disappointed in you.
me
I'm
too.
not really that much of a Pokemon fan.
I'm kidding.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm not really that much of a Pokemon fan.
I've...
I'm kind of mixed thoughts on the whole jailbreaking a device, even if it is just for backgrounds. Why can Apple not just accept the fact that people are wanting this stuff and are willing to do it anyhow and just let them do it?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at the Android stuff. You're pretty much free to do whatever you want to with it.
That is true.
Why can Apple not just be like, okay, well, they're going to do it whether we want them to or not. Let's let them have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because of money.
Okay, but I get back to Google has no problems with that.
It's because of money. You forget Apple is going up against Google. They want nothing to do with Google, so they are not
All
going to
the
do
more
anything
reason
Google
why
does.
they should do that and do it better.
Exactly. Here's what you do. You do it. You one up them. You take the idea of backgrounds and you do something special with it. Like, I don't know, like moving backgrounds, animated backgrounds,
They already
Well,
have
to
that.
a
premium
point-
backgrounds, anything.
To a point, you can kind of do that with Androids too, but
Yeah.
I get the point there. You ought to one up them.
Maybe
You ought to take that
interactive
idea
backgrounds.
and do something more.
Maybe interactive backgrounds where, like, I don't know.
If you do certain things with your phone, with your iPod or whatever, or iPhone
It'll
or
bring-
whatever, then it can do different things. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
You shake it, it opens an app that you tell it to, or something like that.
Yeah.
Here's an idea. Let me use it as a programmable remote, essentially, for devices.
That would be pretty cool.
That's my thing with touchscreen stuff. It's like I want it to be like programmable with stuff. I want to be like be able to like slide things on my laptop and slide it off.
Yeah. That's more future tech, I think. Not quite there yet, buddy.
I
But
don't
that's
know
what
if
I
you
want
had
out of
a.
touchscreen devices.
I don't know if you had a standard RF laser, you could set it up for like 90% of anything that you come in contact with.
I guess that is true.
Like I want to program like my own gestures. Like if I do a specific gesture, it will do something.
Yeah.
Oh, so you basically want a handheld Connect. I had to say it. I had to say it.
Wow.
I say programmable.
I had to
That means it
say
has to
it.
be good.
Just,
I had to
To
say
start
it though.
wow. Wow, Tommy.
I had
Wow.
to say it though, because apparently that was the thought Microsoft had at that moment. But
But I'll give you a good point. Honestly, the best stuff that's come from the Kinect has been the stuff that has nothing to do with gaming.
yeah,
Like I said,
Yeah.
somebody has programmed the Kinect to recognize sign language. Recognize
What?
sign language.
That's pretty cool.
Yes! And how much do you see that being used in Kinect? Not that much.
not at
If it
all.
can literally recognize sign language, you can program it to recognize any gesture. Any. So get creative with it. And nobody wants to be creative with Kinect. I swear.
We just got completely off topic, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Way completely off topic.
But
Yeah.
like I said, with touchscreen devices, I want to be able to program my own gestures and voice commands to literally be able to do what I want. That's what I want.
And
That's
like I said, with the jailbreaking thing, why not just one up them? Let people do that and then some.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already kind of got the App Store, which people can put apps up on. Why can't they just let people throw apps up that can change the backgrounds?
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Deus Ex the Fall, it's cool that they're doing that since it proved to be a problem for some people who got the game legitimately.
Yeah.
But still, props to them for the nice troll to those who were using jailbroken devices and got the game elite.
But
Only in that
Yeah.
instance.
But you know, how are they going against it if people try to use their jailbroke devices to get the game illegally?
That's gonna be the problem, though. There's no real way around this unless you really want to tick off the people that actually paid for it.
Or you somehow add in some type of detection that goes, oh, you made a purchase in the store. You bought the game legitimately. We're not going to worry about you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's really hard to detect that.
Not really. If they
Honestly.
worked with Apple and, which I mean they're already working with them to have the app up for sale, but
Yeah.
work with them to get a list of people that, or some kind of format to where they can tell if they've bought it or not.
Yeah.
All it has to be is
Yeah.
a special little line of code that means absolutely nothing at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And then the app can check if it's got that line of code, it's good to go.
Yeah.
Until people figure out how to do that code.
Yeah.
Then you figure out how to one up that code, and then they figure out how to break that code, and you one up the code, and you break the code, one up code, break the code. It's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's constantly one-upping everyone.
Until people get bored.
Yeah, until people...
The only way it stops.
And
Yeah.
by people, you usually mean the developer, because they kind of get to the point of, screw it, they're doing it anyhow, let's just let them have it.
Yeah, we've made our money. We're just going to move on to our next project. Anyway, ready to move on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody else has decided to hop in on the Skylanders craze, and that group would be
Google.
Angry Birds.
Wait, what?
Angry Birds Star Wars 2 will come with Skylander-style toys.
Oh god.
So now we have Disney and Google that are both deciding they want to mimic what what the Skylanders guys did.
I wouldn't really say
That's not really smart.
that's actually Rovio. I don't think Google has anything to do with Angry Birds.
No, Google
Really?
doesn't. It's Rovio.
Yeah.
Really though. You can't tell me Google ain't got their hand in that.
I'm sure they're helping the company out in some way, but yeah. At the end of the day, it's Rovio making this decision.
Why would you say Google has a hand in that when Angry Birds is available on iPhones too? On iPhones
Now.
too, so that. Yeah, I guess they were originally only available on Android.
Yeah, so yeah, let's see here, looking through. Released on September 19th, complete with a range of figures made by Hasbro interacting with the game. More than 30 characters from the Star Wars films, with each getting its own toy in Hasbro's Telepods line. Players who buy one of the action figures will be able to scan its detail using their smartphone or tablet and then use it in the game. Clearing out action Skyverse, who ranked up more than 1 billion in sales within 15 months of its debut in 2011. Shows you how much Skylanders just took off.
Well, that's because
That
they
was
actually
an
were
amazing
smart.
game.
That's
Yeah.
because they were actually smart. Rather than just focusing on, oh, you've got pieces that you've got to have to play the game.
Yeah.
They set up a game that was actually worth playing repeatedly.
Yeah, because I've played Skylanders Giants, because I was testing it out for my nephew, who got it for his birthday. And I kind of found the game enjoyable. You know, it's a nice, simple little platformer that's perfect for kids. And the statues, they are like detailed out the ass. They are fantastic little statues. My only thing is, I kind of wish you could like pull them off the base and get to play with the figure. Because, you know, like I've said before, all the stuff for that figure is in the base. Because the RFID chip is in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that is, Doc, right?
Yes, I know what that is.
Okay.
Oddly enough, I actually know what that is.
Yeah. I know about it because last, like, two, like, O's and Wizards belts use RFID chips for the toys. That's how I became aware of it. And then became aware of Skylanders. Because, guess what? If you put if you take the O scanner and you put it on one of the Skylanders, like the Light Core Skylanders, it will light up. It won't register anything, but it will light up.
Well, that's kind of cool.
And I think even the Wizard Driver would probably do it too.
That's
Because
cool.
the RFID chip is not like specific to the system. It's just a specific like code, essentially, that the scanner reads to activate something. And it also transmits electricity in a way, kind of. So it lights up stuff.
Oh.
Alright, toy line, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Nothing else really. Trailer, but don't want to bother it because it's Angry Birds. We all know what Angry Birds looks like.
Yeah, she throw birds at pigs.
Yes.
Stupid pigs.
My parents actually like the game, so I've played it.
Oh, I've played it too. And it is
I
addicting.
played it too.
It is addicting.
Yeah. Well,
Here's my only thing with it. You can find a good 100 games on the internet that are free that play the exact same way. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've played plenty of Flash games that are pretty much exactly like Angry Birds. Only you don't throw birds at pigs. You use a catapult to knock down castles, or you
Oh yeah, Crash the Castle.
do 101 other things. It's like a tower defense game.
Yeah, but it's throwing
Yeah.
birds at pigs.
Yeah, there's nothing better than that.
Uh-huh.
He was
It's
like,
like Minecraft. It has absolutely no purpose, but you get sucked into it.
sad but true.
I can't count the times I've done that with both games. I will sit down, I'll start playing it, and next thing I know, a couple hours have passed.
You'll tell yourself, okay, only another 30 minutes, and then you play for another couple hours.
And
Uh,
the whole Toy thing with Angry Birds servers too, I guess it's something. My only thing is, it's like, you got the Angry Birds, but the thing is, why I think Skylanders and when Disney Infinity comes out, it will be successful is because you get to interact with the characters more than just toss it.
Another thing that's
True.
going to end up being a problem. Another thing that's going to end up being a problem is, look, these things do have the bases, but they're detachable from the bases, and these things are very small. And this is going to be, that means these are going to be a little bit more difficult to, hold on to. They're going to be people that lose these things a lot.
And I don't think I said this when I was talking about Skylanders. I found out interesting enough, you can actually use your Skylanders in packaging.
Huh?
The portal has big enough range that if you have a Skylander in packaging, you can literally take it off. If you buy it, you don't even have to take it out of the packaging. You can slap it on the portal of power, and you can play the game. It has that big enough range.
Would that not be a
That's
problem?
pretty cool.
No! It reads it fine.
Well, that's not what I'm meaning. Could you not, in theory, just buy one and then return it?
No, because all your progress with the character itself is saved to the character. That character.
Ah.
So you can't just buy a character and give it away, because that character has all that data there.
Okay. So
but I
essentially,
mean,
it's a combination of the figure and how the old Game Boy Advance games work. That is your game, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
but
And how DS games are
but
too.
but the thing is, what if they bought it from Walmart? The people at Walmart ain't gonna check for that.
But you're going to lose your progress.
That's
Yeah.
true, but I mean, come on.
GameStop don't check that. That's how I got a Sapphire that's like complete. GameStop don't check that either. If it's used, it's used. They don't give a shit what's on the card, what's there.
Yeah. But I mean,
That's
if you don't unpack it and you bring it to Walmart, you're gonna get a full refund. And they don't check for saves on a toy.
so. Then somebody else gets the full save.
Yeah, that's true. And
Is
then
that
you
really
get your
hurting
money back.
anybody? Not really.
No,
No?
it's not.
Hell, that's a bonus to whoever got it. It's like, hey, I got a character and it's fully upgraded.
Yeah.
That's like me with my copy of Sapphire. It's a copy for Sapphire, has all the legendaries on there, like every single Pokemon leveled up completely. Like some of them are on level 100. I don't know who sold this at GameStop, but I thank them because this saves me a lot of trouble. Because I plan on one day having all Pokemon. Hopefully.
So you're one of those people.
Hey, I blame Speed Gamers for this because they got me back in with their marathon like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
You thought you were out, and then they sucked you back in.
And that was also because... And that would also be because I picked up, what is it? Platinum out of boredom from Blockbuster one summer. I wanted something to play, and I picked up Platinum.
Is it bad that IE is using up more memory than all of the other tabs I have up? including the game that I'm playing. Well, not currently
Yes.
playing at the moment, but
Let
is
me
it
guess,
really?
you've got all the articles open at the same time, don't you?
I've only got 4 articles up,
Oh, wow.
not including the forums.
Anyway,
I
ready
didn't
to move
realize
on?
IE was such a resource hog, honestly.
Yeah,
neither.
it's using 1,259.60 megabytes of memory.
Huh. I didn't realize it was that big of a memory hog, actually.
Yeah.
I knew if you get
And
enough Chrome tabs open, then it can be a memory hog.
yeah. I mean, disk and network is not really using that much, but CPU and memory, holy Jesus. 50% in CPU and over 1,000 in megabytes in memory.
Anyway, we ready to
Well,
move on to the next one?
yep, we're ready to get mad.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. Off the surprise announcement from the Sony press conference, we have our first look at gameplay from the Mad Max video game coming next year.
Really?
And it will be on all platforms except for Wii.
Well,
Poor
of course it's not
Nintendo,
gonna-
they don't ever get good games.
uh,
Serves
they
them
had
right
their
for what
time.
they did after Wii.
Yeah.
The
I
Wii
think that-
fiasco was kind of what killed them.
Yeah.
Check
Although
out...
I have one thing with go back to your quick draw, because I've noticed it recently got brought to my attention through somebody I watch, and it kind of makes sense. It makes me go, wait, what the fuck? But we'll get there.
Wait, what?
With your quick draw, with what's in the quick draw,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay,
and with Wii U, it's like wait. Anyway, we're gonna take a look at the trailer. Take a look at this trailer.
Alrighty.
Get up and ready.
I'm waiting
Hang
on
on.
the ad to finish.
Is it the 3D camera for Comic-Con?
Yes.
I've gotten sick of that commercial because I've heard it so much the past week.
Why did you start? No, I said stop.
I've got the stupid Rift ad. Ugh.
You do it again,
This
and so
thing.
help me. I said pause.
I've seen this thing so many times. It's not
No.
freaking funny. I'm
No.
tired of this.
Bad video. Stop.
I'm sick of hearing about the 3D camera.
The what?
The 3D camera for Comic-Con. GameStop had a 3D camera set up for cosplayers where you come and get shot by the 3D camera. And like, I don't know who it was, like the top 3 or top 5, whoever who got voted best cosplay would get 3D printings of their costume.
Huh.
It's neat,
That's...
but hearing it almost every
Over
single time
and
I've got
over
an
again?
ad played, yeah, it got ridiculous.
Whoa! Activision criticizes immature, whiny assholes who threaten COD devs. Whoa!
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, I remember reading that article. Oh, yeah.
Wow!
I didn't add that one in, but that's a little bit of a read.
Wow.
Just to read through and go, wow. Yeah, we as an internet can be kind of dickish to people sometimes. Like, really dickish to people sometimes.
Yeah. Ow. Alright, I'm ready when y'all are.
Tommy, you ready?
Yes, now that the video quit wanting to autoplay.
Alright, looking at the Max Payne gameplay reveal in 3, 2, 1, go!
Content of the following trailer has been approved for a general audience. Oh, never mind. Hello, Avalanche.
This is what remains. Morality, justice, mercy. They don't exist anymore. Hope is dead. Glory is lost. consumed by everything that surrounds us. Now these streets are paved towards nowhere.
Want somebody to tell me, answer if you can. I want someone to tell me, what's the soul of a man?
Before this, we were taught it took a hero to change things. But we never got a hero. We got him. The man they call Max.
Please answer if you can. I want someone to tell me, what's the soul of a man? I want someone to tell me, what's the soul of a man?
Dang.
Okay. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
That looked really cool.
And I might be the only one here who got a little bit of Smuggler's Run off that. Either one of you ever heard that game?
Smuggler's Run? What?
It's a couple of old Rockstar games that were back on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, okay.
I love those games. They were fun.
But wow, this one looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'll probably check it out when we get
This
just
right?
quick cut gameplay shots.
This was based off of a movie, wasn't it?
Yep, Mad Max.
Yeah. Okay. I need to watch that movie again because I went completely.
I had never seen any of the films.
I think I watched it the first one once, and it's been so long since I watched it, I went brain dead from the beginning, at the beginning of it, and I'm just like, oh crap, what the heck is happening?
Although I've heard enough Beyond Thunderdome jokes, it's ridiculous. Seriously, it's ridiculous how many times I hear that from a few different reviewers.
Awesome.
I don't know why there's an obsession with the joke. There is.
What is this gonna turn out to be another arrow to the knee joke?
No, it's just them.
I was about to say, oh god, please don't be another one of those jokes.
It's just how you work your current thing you're talking about, working that in some way, saying beyond something beyond Thunderdome.
Oh, okay, that joke. Alright, I got it. I understand. I remember that. Okay.
Alright. Anything else to say before we move on to the next one?
Nope.
No?
Alright, moving on. We've got the pre-order incentive for 2K14, and it's a shocker.
Yay! I remember him.
The Ultimate Warrior will be a pre-order bonus for WWE 2K14.
I remember him.
Which, if you know the relationship the Ultimate Warrior and WWE have, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Think of this as, like, the relationship WWE and Bret Hart had, like 8 years ago. They weren't on the best of terms.
No.
And now, yeah. I am surprised to hear this, because I'm like, the Ultimate Warrior. Out of anybody who could have been pre-order, I wouldn't have pegged him. Not because he's not that popular. No, he's that popular. He was toe-to-toe with Hulk in terms of popularity back in the day.
Oh yeah, he was right there with him. He was giving him a run for his money too.
No, I'd say he's probably like the number 2 of that era. With Hulk being number 1. So, yeah. This is surprising. And we're gonna watch the reveal trailer because I want to see what shenanigans are here. Because if you know Ultimate Warrior, you know he speaks some interesting things.
Yeah,
And
hold
by
on, I
interesting,
gotta...
I swear, by interesting, I mean I swear he's fucking high.
Yeah, hold on, I've got the
Like,
ad.
hi, Miss America Pie, hi.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Hmm.
I wonder how 2K14 is gonna be. Even though it's under new management, it's still being made by the same people, so I'm like, I wonder how it's gonna be.
Won't know till you finally, you know.
So I actually see some actual stuff from it, because this is like the most news I've heard from 2K14 besides like the merger or like the bankruptcy stuff. Really.
Yeah. Alright, I'm ready when y'all are.
I think it was like title, the cover art, and now this, and that's the most I've heard.
Yeah.
Like, did you get the 3D camera ad?
Yeah, I got it.
Wow, we swapped ads.
I got the 3D camera ad again.
I got the Rift ad.
You got the Rift ad?
Yes.
Or maybe I'll get the Rift ad for whatever comes next.
Mm-hmm.
If we even have any
Alright.
more videos, I don't pay much attention.
We do.
Yeah, one
We
more.
do.
But that's not
Yeah,
a game
one
stuff.
more. Alright,
Alright.
ready.
Tommy, you ready?
Yep.
Alright. Looking at the Ultimate Warrior pre-order reveal in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Not even! The Grim Reaper himself, starving to get his hands on my warrior soul, can keep me from hearing the battle cries of the warriors in the WWE Universe to experience WWE 2K14.
Okay, I don't care if nobody else noticed
Never
this, but
before
wow, he's got
so
white
many
teeth.
superstars stepped up to challenge our throne.
Yeah.
And if you pre-order WWE 2K14, you get to engage the battle.
I
as
just
the
how
ultimate
everyone is like, what
warrior.
in the fuck walk in the office? Oh,
That power, this intensity,
I mean, seriously,
your
everyone's just like,
belief,
who the
our
fuck let the old
destiny,
man and just
all
let
of
this
it
old guy in the
together
office?
created the one and only ultimate
Yeah.
warrior. All of us the freaks who did in our time what will live forever.
And somebody's calling the cops.
Hold this, boss. Pre-order WWE 2K14 today and battle as the one and only Ultimate Warrior. Become immortal. WWE 2K14. Pre-order now.
Oh, God.
Like I said, the man crazy, son.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just not the tip of the iceberg. Oh, trust me, it gets crazier. I've heard of the things he says, like, when he goes out and does speeches and whatnot.
Oh, God, you don't want to know.
Oh, he can get a whole lot.
He can make you think he needs to be put in a mental ward.
That or he's so deep in character, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched reviews of the Ultimate Warrior comic. That's some fruity, just nutty ass shit right there.
Yeah.
Trust me, look up the Ultimate Warrior comic.
Mhm.
One of them, he knocks out Santa and steals his clothes.
Huh.
He knocks out Santa and steals his clothes. Santa! Santa! Anything else that needs to be said?
No.
Alright. On to the next one. And that is just a little short one just saying, hey, Xbox One allows you to play games as they download.
You mean
I
they
bring
finally
this-
decided to do that?
I guess. But I got something to say, and it's from our experience with Marvel Heroes. Why I say this. And it's me kind of putting this out there for people who think like, oh, I can play the game as it downloads. Like, are happy about that. Here's a little, like, reality check, I guess. Okay? When you're downloading the game and playing at the same time, you can only play so much.
And then you get to that stopping point.
For instance, if you were to play Marvel Heroes just after you, as soon as possible while you're downloading it, you're only going to be able to play the first chapter.
Which
correct?
is basically just the tutorial.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you're stuck. Can't play anything else. So consider this a reminder. Consider this just a, hey guys, just because you can play the game while you're downloading it, doesn't mean you're going to be like, oh, I can play the whole game while I'm downloading it. No.
Well, I did look through the article, and it even made comments about that. The single player would be playable while you're downloading the multiplayer part. So
Okay.
apparently they're breaking it into sections like that.
Okay. I think that's going to disappoint some Call of Duty fans, because I'd say like a lot of Call of Duty fans hop straight into multiplayer when they get the game.
And see, of course, that's Sony side there. Microsoft has failed to tell anyone what they're doing on that part, but if I had to guess, it would be the same concept. You download the single player. As soon as it's done downloading, you can play it while the multiplayer's downloading.
Yeah.
And see, something like that I wouldn't have a problem with. Most games I wind up getting, guess what I'm playing first? I'm at least going to play the first little bit of the single player before hopping over to the multiplayer.
Yeah.
I won't necessarily complete all of the single player and then hop to the multiplayer like some people do, but
Yeah.
I'm at least going to play some to get used to it and then go in and
Yeah, I
get
did that
killed.
Yeah, I did that with The Last of Us. I played a bit of the single player for a while until I was like, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to play a little bit of this multiplayer mode. And I actually like The Last of Us multiplayer, although some people probably don't quite like it.
Well, that's kind of how I did Halo 4. That's how I did Halo Reach.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that's how we've done League of Legends even.
Yeah.
Although technically there's not a single player with that.
Yeah.
Co-op
There's
versus
a
AI, you
tutorial.
might as well say is.
Well, yeah. But you really use that more as practice and like seeing how a build goes more than just playing a game solo.
True.
Yeah. Or if you just don't want to deal with other people on an opposing team.
Telling you how bad you suck.
Oh, crap.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that?
Which one?
That
Company
doesn't
of Hero-
narrow it down.
Company of Heroes 2, one giant offensive stereotype to Russia, says critics.
And where do you see this?
Latest news. Scroll down.
The article we're on.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm gonna bookmark that because I need to keep an eye on that one apparently.
I'm just gonna say if it's the same people who complain about the racism that is in BioShock Infinite, I'm just gonna point out the time period and just say, guys, people were racist back then, and they didn't care.
Falsification of the history of Russia and its method of warfare, and ideological rubbish. That's what the Metacritic.
Okay.
Anyhow, you're on a different article than what we're on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to point at that and go, wow.
Yeah, I'll look at that on break.
Seriously.
Okay,
All
okay,
right,
okay.
ready to move on to the next one?
Not yet.
Yeah.
You know I gotta open all the articles.
I think you need me open them. Open them.
I didn't think we were done right there. I didn't realize since Glock kind of sidetracked us there, we were just gonna move on.
Well, what else were we gonna say?
Whoa!
I don't know.
I have major respect for this guy.
Whoopsies. I
Wow.
clicked
Is
the...
it is it on the Company Heroes 2 article?
No, no, it's the one after the next one that we're doing. Wow.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
That's a lot of time and a lot of work.
I wish I got footage for the article, but all we have is the soundtrack.
Just wow. I have major respect for this guy. Alright, I'm ready when you guys are.
Tommy, you got them all loaded up and ready?
Let me make sure the video ain't gonna try to play on that one. Yep.
Alright, moving on. A little bit of a server going down advisory for 3 PlayStation 30 titles. MAG, SOCOM Confrontation, and SOCOM 4 multiplayer will be ending next year. January 28th to be exact.
Why?
Think of how long all 3 games have been out.
SOCOM Confrontation hadn't been,
Pardon me for a second.
has
I've
been
got
out
something trying
pretty
to play.
long. I don't think it's, well, I think it's been out pretty long.
Oh, I thought I was trying to play.
Actually, it's been out since 2008.
Yeah.
MAG's been out since 2010. SOCOM 4 has been out since 2011.
I'm surprised MAG lasted this long because I've heard a lot of stories that MAG sucked.
Well, if you kind of look at Halo 2 PC, Microsoft just recently shut the servers down for good.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, Halo 2 on the PC kind of sucked when it came to multiplayer.
I'd say, like, one of the main reasons all 3 of these games are killing off their multiplayer is because, there's just not the community there anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
not to mention they're gonna have to plan on expanding the PSN, so they can take those servers and add them to PSN to make it more reliable.
Well, I mean, if I'm thinking the right game here, the big problem with one of their games is SOCOM Confrontation didn't have a single player. It was literally only a multiplayer game. So them taking out that... Yeah, I know. So, I mean, that's basically them getting rid of games that they have.
Yeah, that's the kind of this is really our first instance of this as an industry, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I can't really think of something else off the top of my head where servers have been taken out and it was online only.
I can.
What?
Phantasy Star Universe.
Okay.
Sega closed every one of their servers. And that wasn't
I was thinking
online,
like
really.
outside MMO territory.
Why did they close that down?
Versus MMO.
Lack of support.
Yeah.
Okay.
People quit wanting to pay $10 a month to play the game.
Well, I wonder why.
I was fine with it. I liked the game.
$10 a month? Jesus.
Hey, works out about the same as World of Warcraft, and you see people spending bukus on it.
My internet connection's acting up. Hold up. Alright, can you hear me?
No.
Okay, I can hear you perfectly now. Thanks. Jerk.
I had to say it. I had to do that.
I'm also trying to think like console stuff. I don't think so.
Well, see, that was kind of why I mentioned Phantasy Star Universe, because it was on consoles too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But see,
I
that was
don't.
one of those multi-platforms, so I don't know if you really can
Yeah,
say the same as this.
yeah. I mean, this is. I mean, this may seem like, oh, those games are. There's 2 of them are multiplayer only. So
But
this could be
you've got
something we're going to see in the future.
but you've got to ask yourself, is there really any kind of a community solely behind that doesn't play anything outside of just those?
And it's a good question, and I can't answer that because I don't know.
If I mean, you got to think about that. If they've got other games to play, then they're just going to move on to another game.
Yeah.
Those 3 closings not going to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that like 2 console games, multiplayer only, and especially Mag, because Mag was hyped as hell back when it was first revealed at E3.
And then once it came out, it just crashed to the ground.
It was there for a little while, and then it kind of like just went
Well,
poof.
Well, what about SOCOM 4?
I actually didn't really hear that much of SOCOM 4 even after its press release.
I think it was kind of there as like a SOCOM title more than anything, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
And just like Mag, it kind of went poof after release.
But
Plus,
but,
I mean,
you got to kind of look at a couple of those 2 though. They did kind of push SOCOM, maybe not as hard, but now they're just dropping them.
Yeah. And of course, the developer, Zipper Interactive, for both Mag and SOCOM 4 were shut down last year, so...
Ah.
And, oh, that's also worrying. Second to last paragraph above the video. Sony was not immediately available to comment on whether or not it will continue to sell Mag and SOCOM Complication, even though they won't be playable. That's also got me going. Ooh, somebody doesn't hear this and they get Mag, they're gonna be pissed.
yeah.
Well, in all fairness though, they do have all the little what to expect out of the game on the back of them.
Yeah.
Single player and multiplayer are both considered one of those factors that they have to put on the back of them.
Yeah.
So if they don't look, that's kind of their fault.
Yeah, with the used game market, I'm just like, well, that's kind of the thing. You know, Sony's not getting that money, so you can't really hold them liable on that one. But if it's like a new copy, or if it's like a digital copy somewhere, maybe up on PSN.
Oh, I'd say anything PSN would probably be took down.
Yeah.
Hard copies would probably be took a little while before everything got took out, but
yeah,
I'd say anything PSN would be down as soon as the servers are down. If
yeah,
not, at least a month before.
Yeah.
Because I think when Phantasy Star Universe shut down, Sega gave, I'm wanting to say like, it was like 5 or 6 months know-how that they were fixing to shut them down, and from the point they told everyone that they were going away, they quit taking subscriptions and just allowed everyone to go for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
it was just like 2 multiplayer-only games, servers being taken down. It makes me go, because they're not like traditional MMOs, where that's the kind of thing that happens over time. Because that happened to City of Heroes, I think like a year ago now. And I know fans were like really up in a tizzy about that one. But anything else to say before we move on?
No.
Alright, moving on. We have a just huge Skyrim mod.
Massive, and the best
like,
part
this isn't a mod anymore. This is DLC.
Yeah.
With the amount we're talking about.
The best part is his age.
Yeah. Teenagers, massive Skyrim took 2,000 hours to make. 19-year-old 19-year-old kid managed to make a mod with nearly 25, let's see, created a Falskar. Falskar?
Yeah, Falskar.
Falskar, okay. An adventure lasting nearly 25 hours and land the third of the size of Skyrim.
That is big.
Okay, okay, that may not seem much, but
Holy
think about how massive Skyrim is.
shit.
Now
Skyrim
think of
is
the third of that.
big.
Holy freaking crap.
Yeah.
I believe this is the largest mod I've ever heard of. Outside of the ridiculous one me and Tommy I found last night and showed Tommy.
What mod was that?
Oh yeah. That I want to see that in action.
Yeah, it was a Hyrule mod for
Yeah.
I can't
For-
remember the name of the
Oh
game.
yeah, that one.
I've got the link in
Yeah.
TeamSpeak still.
I can't remember the name of the game. What was the name of the game?
It was
Total
a
War.
Zelda game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Total War. It was a Zelda mod for Total War. It gave you several different armies. But this is more than just like, oh, an army or something like that. No, this is like a brand new adventure.
Yeah, with missions and everything. That's freaking awesome.
And-
Wish I had footage of this, but all we have is the soundtrack. And that soundtrack's 48 minutes long.
I don't think we're gonna be listening to the soundtrack, are we?
I ought to just have
But
it
I
in the
mean-
playing in the background the whole time we're going through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an original soundtrack. That's the full OST for this mod. 48 minutes long.
I loved this part. Veliky organized input from nearly 100 contributors, including 29 voice actors. He auditioned to bring 54 characters to life. Oscar even has its own original soundtrack. That is awesome.
And his dad was supportive. Oh, wow. That's
No
cool to hear.
doubt. I mean, my
Yeah.
God, willing to pour his heart and soul mostly soul into this mod. I mean, geez.
Jesus. This makes me want to get Skyrim on PC alone so I can have this.
I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now, if Bethesda does not hire him, they are screwing up.
And
Yes.
somebody else will.
That is the only thing I can say. If they do not go to his door and tell him to come to work for them, they are screwing up.
Like,
I
this is
could-
like the perfect pitch, really.
Yeah. I can... Just the way he did this, I can guarantee he's got eyes from a lot of people. There's no way that nobody is looking at him now.
Oh, he's aware that Falskar isn't perfect. Well, Skyrim isn't perfect either, so...
No,
True.
Skyrim had a lot of... well, not as many bugs, but it had bugs.
How many patches does Skyrim have already?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. I think even Bethesda knows that Skyrim's not perfect, so yeah.
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 I think my only problem with picking up Skyrim now is now that I bought all the DLC for Skyrim on the PlayStation 3, since it's all out now.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because I got a $50 card from Christmas for PSN. I bought all the DLC for Skyrim.
I mean, Jesus,
You
this
do
kid
know though
went
with
all out.
PC versions, especially with Steam, you can find it really cheap with all the DLC and probably pay less than what you paid for console version.
I know. Trust me, I know. I have New Vegas to prove that.
Yeah.
I got that for like $10, and I got everything.
Nice.
Same thing with me for Left 4 Dead 2.
I should have picked that up just to have the PC version so we could play. And have a whole bunch of modded stuff.
You should have. You
Yeah.
don't have to buy DLC for it. That was the one thing I like about it.
Yeah, because you have so much more than the DLC.
Well, no,
And
you get the
here's
DLC automatically. I am
Yeah.
literally caught up with DLC on the PC version, where I think I still have to buy another DLC pack for 360.
okay.
So yeah.
Going going back to what we were originally talking about, this kid's mod, what they said at the end, encouraging a modding community means developers have a passionate, talented pool of people to pick from when the time comes, and those studios can see directly what those people are capable of. Here's the problem. People, people like the people on Xbox, they're not encouraging modding at all. And in fact, they are completely against modding. They will take your account down if you put a mod on a game.
Yeah, even a game that's supposed to be modded, Minecraft.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
I mean,
so
let's
I
face
mean
it. Name me one
so
person that plays vanilla Minecraft. Do it. Name me one person. I bet you will not find them. They have at least tried Bucket or Tech it once.
I
what
have
what's
played
vanilla?
just basic Minecraft.
Plain Jane,
Oh.
nothing special Minecraft. You've
Oh.
played
I
on the Frag Nation server, you've played on a Bucket server, so technically
Okay.
speaking, you have not only played vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, I've only really played vanilla outside of the Frag Nation server, but that's because I have just a pain in the ass time trying to get mods installed.
But I
But
mean,
but you see what
modding
I'm meaning, though.
communities
Yeah.
But I mean, modding communities would be a good idea, but with all of these console people completely against modding, it becomes an issue. Because there are a lot of people that are console gamers that want to mod, but they can't. So these console gamers can't do mods, so they won't be able to be seen as much.
But you know why there's no that barrier for modding a console?
Why?
It's because you actually have to physically hack into the system in order to mod it. And if you can hack into the system, then who's to say you can't go in there and make your account constant premium? And I say premium because I'm classifying both consoles there.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
point.
If you can
yeah.
hack into the console, then you can hack into the system in theory.
Yeah.
But I thought you didn't really have to hack into the console. I thought you could just get a mod off the internet, put it on a USB drive, plug the USB drive in, and
Nope.
upload the mod to the game.
No.
No, because it has to
No.
be encoded for the console to read it, and it has to be within the save file for the game that you're playing
Yeah.
on the console.
Mods need to be within the game data itself,
Couldn't
which
you
which means you
could,
need access to do that, and that is
couldn't you just use Horizon for that? At least for Xbox players?
You're getting into hacking into the system to do that.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you just like upload your save file and then put put the put the mod into the save file and then put the save file back on your game. That's what that's what they explained on Horizon. That's what they explained Horizon was.
That may be true, but have you ever tried to get a save file off of a hard drive? Hard
Uh,
drive plus computer doesn't work.
Yeah.
You've got to
I'm
have a special way to encode it.
yeah, and the PlayStation 4, and I would probably say the 360, or not the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, do not work on the same file system that computers do.
which I
I
mean,
I know that because I had to redo a file system for a hard drive to extend my hard drive space for my old PlayStation 3.
yeah.
Not to
Which
mention disk formats are completely different, so you couldn't even create a disk to mod it on the console itself without ever hacking into it.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, go, and I know this for a fact for Xbox. I'm not quite sure what Sony's consoles, but you can use USB drives, and I've used them before with like with demos and stuff that you can move the demos and stuff And I'm sure it'll work the same with save files because I've had a couple save files saved on my USB drives because I ran out of memory.
It works,
So,
but have you ever tried to open that USB drive and look at the files?
Yeah,
no, I
I
never really
have.
thought about it.
They're so hidden and jumbled and everything else that you can't do anything with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it for Sony in terms of USB devices. Like I said, my old portable hard drive, I converted that into an extended hard drive for my old PS3 before I got my new one.
Mm-hmm.
I had to change up the file system and add in folders, these specific folders. And even then, it doesn't really do that much. I can like transfer save files onto there to store them, but I can't do anything with them besides store them on there. I can't even read them off the hard drive, off the portable hard drive.
Wow.
And the main thing I was hoping to do is like get that is to like give me more space. And the biggest things with the PlayStation 3 in terms like the install data, which is the biggest thing that takes up your hard drive, you can't transfer that.
Wow.
And those are your biggest pieces of data on your on PlayStation 3 consoles. And that's always been my problem with like you have to install every single game because that takes up so much hard drive space.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I have a terabyte drive connected to my laptop at all times. You know, even though my laptop has, and I'll check right here in a second, actually 3 terabyte hard drive, my bad. You know, 910 gigs. I want all the space I can get.
Yeah.
PS3s, they're not up there. Not even the new ones up there in terms of...
360s aren't either. Most you can do with a USB device is 8 gig.
Yeah.
I know for
Unless
a
you're talking a
fact
proper
that
hard drive.
I know for a fact that memory can go quickly on a computer because I have a 500 gig laptop and it's all the way down to the 30s.
And you wonder why you have problems out of 8. 8 is set up so much like a Linux, it's pathetic. You being that low, it's no wonder your computer hates you. You gotta have like 100 gig free space.
I'll have to factory restore this thing though. Unless
Wow.
I want to go into the files, and delete every single thing manually.
I found that out from the consumer preview. It's set up so much like a Linux, it's pathetic. And once you get under that 100 gig of free space, it's kind of like derp to derp to derp.
Yeah. Now, I could say anything to that because I haven't really used a Linux or anything besides Windows.
Yeah, neither have I, so you're not the only one.
That's part of the reason why people hate 8 right now. That and the start menu's gone.
That pisses me off more than anything because I use that start menu so much on 7
I'm
for quick searches to bring up files.
I want to go to 8, but I don't want to lose my start menu.
Oh, trust me. If you use the start menu as much as I do in terms of like bringing up random files or like programs that aren't like listed in like a programs file list, don't.
I
Just
don't really, but I don't really like the tiles.
I don't give a shit about the tiles.
I really don't like the tiles.
The only thing I ever use the tiles for is bringing up my calculator. Or bringing up Word.
Anyhow, we're getting off topic again.
Yes.
Very.
Yeah, I said this like back when we were doing our pre-next gen talk. I so wish next gen consoles would really support mods, but neither one of them are. So yeah.
I don't see that happening for quite some time, if ever.
Yeah.
Because you've got so many console players out there that if they know they can mod it, they're going to mod it for their benefit, not to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think Microsoft ought to have a way of allowing people to upload mods, like, and same with Sony, really, but to the marketplace.
Yeah.
That way people can download them.
Yeah.
If it's legit and it's through Microsoft or Sony, I don't see where it's a problem.
Yeah. And if they're not making money off of it, it's just a free mod, like every mod there is,
Exactly.
then where's the harm? It's only supporting your game more.
I mean, that's what I would think.
Yeah.
Tell them, okay, here's how you got to code it to make it work on the console. Go for it.
Yeah.
Give them that indie package. That way they know what to expect out of it. Because I'm sure that's all it is some kind of little package that they give out to these indie developers and tell them, use this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dev kit, essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just make that free access. Tell them, if you want to make a mod, here's the dev kit. Go for it.
And you keep an eye out for what's going up.
Yeah.
Well, you think about it. They'd have to submit it to either Microsoft or Sony anyhow to get it put on the PSN or the Xbox Marketplace.
Yeah.
So
Plus, the
why not have a
people,
team just sitting there going through the mods and making sure that it don't break the system or something?
Yeah. Or even, like, going back to what you guys said about, like, having infinite premium thing for free, why don't they have a team that's specifically looking for stuff like that? And if they catch anything like that going on,
Because
stop
then
it.
you would have them looking at any person that ever modded a console. Do you know how bad that would be?
And how much time they would sink into that. And
It would be so
yeah.
much easier to just have it on the marketplace
Yeah.
after they've reviewed it and made sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even League of Legends can have that problem too with mods, because a website I visit to look at custom skins, some of the skins do require some of the paid skins because that's the base model of it. And some of the other skins are, in fact, those skins you have to pay for. Download and use. So, it is possible to circumvent the system, but I believe you can be banned for that. Don't think you can be banned for custom skins. Although I've only ever ran into one person that ever had a custom skin that was not on the marketplace. And strangely enough, that was a Sivir.
Huh.
That was the only time I've ever ran into a custom skin that was not on a marketplace.
What did it look like?
I don't remember. But it was a skin for Sivir. And that's
Okay.
all I remember.
Okay. Well, that's kind of cool.
Anyway, we ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Alright, moving on to the next one. A little news coming out of Comic-Con. Soul Calibur 2 HD Online has been announced. And apparently it'll be based off the PlayStation 2 version. Alright, this fall.
So
Cool.
does that mean there'll be multiplayer?
Probably. Feature all modes from the original PlayStation version of the game, and will of course include a special appearance by Tekken's own Heihachi. And much like the name suggests, it will include full online functionality.
Well,
Right
that's a
there in the
yes.
first paragraph. Let's see. Characters release. Link on GameCube. Spawn on the Xbox version. When asked whether or not these two fighters would be appearing in their port alongside Heihachi, newly promoted producer Saki Hoshino said that they have nothing to reveal at this time, and fans will have to wait for further announcements. Soul Calibur PhD is set to release this fall on PlayStation 3 and 360. Okay. Here's the thing about the exclusives. I guarantee you Link's not going to be there.
Yeah, because it's not on the Wii or the Wii U.
Yeah. But it's possible that Spawn will be on both versions. Because Spawn is not specific to Microsoft.
But who's to say they wouldn't focus off of how it was set up when it originally released.
That's true too. So either one of those possibilities are possible. Honestly, Link is not coming back in Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
yeah, there's no way for that one.
No. If this was going to be released on a Nintendo console or on the Wii Shop or Wii U Shop, then I would say it's possible, but it's not at this point, so Link's not going to be in these games. Because Nintendo is not going to let the competition have Link on their console.
No.
No.
No. Nintendo would not let that happen unless they were dead.
Yeah. Which is the same reason why Master Chief is not going to appear on a Sony console, or
Oh.
Ratchet and Clank is going to appear on a Microsoft console.
Oh.
They're console exclusive characters for a reason.
You know,
So wait.
I am impressed that you actually picked Master Chief and not someone else.
Well, who am I also going to say? Marcus Phoenix?
You could.
Vaughn.
I said Spawn is not specific to Microsoft.
Yeah.
I mean, who else is there? Xbox wise, like major characters wise.
Like I said, I am surprised you said Master Chief first, though.
Well, that's the first thing that comes to mind. With like, okay, what could I think is like who's like up there in like the main characters
Yeah,
on
yeah,
like a
but
Microsoft console?
the reason I
Um.
say that is because one of the first ones that I think is for the first games I think for each console is anything Mario based for Nintendo,
Yeah.
anything Uncharted based for PlayStation,
Yeah.
and then obviously Halo for 360 because let's face it,
Yeah.
that kind of right now that is Microsoft's Mario.
Yeah. I think the thing with Sony is it's hard to like pick like a main one because
Sony's kind of scattered.
Yeah, you got so many different genres and so many different characters. It's like, well, who do you pick?
Yeah.
I mean, you have the trinity of Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter, and Sly Cooper, because all three of those companies that make those games reference each other a lot. Because Naughty Dog and Insomniac Games were next door to each other at one point.
You know, for a special character, I know this is kind of out there, but it would be cool to see because I think if I remember correctly, it was an Xbox exclusive. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. They could have used Monkey.
Enslaved was not exclusive.
It wasn't exclusive?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Although it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for them to put Chief in, because it's not the first time we've seen the Spartan in a fighting game. Dead or Alive had a Spartan in the game for their had their own Spartan for one of their games.
Okay, yeah, but putting Chief in Soul Calibur, do you not see the pitchforks and torches coming up about that if Microsoft thought that was a good idea?
I mean, Star Wars characters have been put in Soul Calibur. Yoda was a playable character in Soul Calibur 4.
Yeah, I know. But see, that works, though. That works, though.
They were using lightsabers and force powers. And they were not slicing up blades.
Like I said, though, that works better than having Chief.
He's got a sword. And plus it wouldn't be the first time someone's used guns. Ezio's in 5. And he uses his guns.
Yeah, but this is a 2 remake.
True.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they're not going to do it. It's a remake of an older title. But let's look at the trailer. Just to see how it looks.
Alright.
I'm waiting on you guys.
Trailer.
Top of the page.
Yeah.
Let it. Okay, ready.
Alright, looking at Soul Calibur 2 HD Online reveal trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Years ago. Project Soul.
It just looks
It-
sharper to me. It don't really look like anything different.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It looks like really sharper,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like, if you were looking at it, I'm like, I played Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube, and it still looks the same to me.
Yeah. Same here.
What can you do?
Of course, nothing beats GameCube.
Yeah. Oh, I remember him.
Oh,
Yeah. Really? Really, Shockwave? Screw you.
you know, I think the logo looks more HD than the game.
A little bit. I mean, it really looked like it.
It just looked like it was sharper. It didn't really look like an HD remake.
Yeah.
I mean, you compare that to, like, Star Fox 64, when they redid that one.
Yeah.
That looked like a 3D remake.
Yeah.
This just kind of looks like they threw a new overlay to it and said it was an HD remake.
Yeah, even Kingdom Hearts, I think, even Kingdom Hearts 1.5 looks better than this. And that's built from the fucking ground up, for at least for one. As we've said.
I mean,
That's brand new from the ground up.
man, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a good game. I'll give it that, though.
Yeah.
Because you're exactly right. And I couldn't remember if this was the one I played on the GameCube, and it was.
Yeah. Because I don't think 3 was on the GameCube, and I have 3 for the PlayStation 2. And I haven't beat the... You know that single-player mode for 3? Or have you played 3?
I don't think I've played 3. I'm not too big on fighting games.
Oh, yeah. Well, 3 had this single-player campaign where you create your own character and went through a story. I've never been able to beat the final boss. Well, the final level, because it is a gauntlet, and it is a bitch.
It's one of those.
Oh, yeah, the
Bitch.
gauntlet.
Oh, and the final boss is such a dick character to fight.
Yeah.
Because I think he's got, like, at least 2 health bars, he's using Soul Edge, and he drains health. And he does
Jeez.
so much damage. Like, you take one shot, there goes half your health. It is ridiculous. So I've never been able to beat the create your character story mode for Soul Calibur 3.
I actually was able to beat it, but it was a miracle of a glitch.
I know, I've read that you, like, if you do this, like, one technique over and over and over and over and over again, you can beat them, but fuck that.
It wasn't even that. It was a glitch where I was standing in one position and I got his health so far down and I had not gotten hit once. And then he took his sword down, he took the soul edge down right on top of me and it did not touch me. Even though it went through my character, it did not touch me.
Yeah.
And I was able to defeat him. I was like, holy crap, glitch, thank you.
sometimes the simplest questions
Alright.
have the most...
Alright. Anyway, moving on. I want to move on to the last article before we take a break.
Yep.
Alright. On to our last article. Confirming that the new Smash Brothers won't have story mode or story cutscenes.
What?
And they say why. In the bi-weekly column for Famitsu, the designer explained that many of the videos for Super Smash Bros. Subspace Inventory mode appeared online, taking away the novelty of the experience for the player, Sakurai said. Portions of the movie scenes we worked hard to create were uploaded on the internet. You can only truly wow a player the first time he sees a cutscene. I felt if players saw the cutscenes outside of the game, they would no longer serve as rewards for playing the game, so I've decided against having them.
Dang it. Screw you, internet.
Sakurai said he remains interested in launching character-specific videos that can be shared online. And has already released such videos for newcomers like the Villager, Mega Man, and Wii Fit Trainer. Will not feature a story mode, but Sakurai said the 3DS version will include a game mode that will act as a separate mode from the standard versus play, though he did not go into any greater detail. Sakurai also confirmed that the 3DS and Wii U versions of the new Smash Bros. Game will have different stages, that some form of character customization will be available in the game. As mentioned, we've heard all this already. And the whole different stages thing is, simply put, the 3DS title is going to have have stages based around more portable titles, while the console version will have stages built around stages more focused on console Nintendo. That's the only.
So your Wii U version's basically going to be a melee kind of setup,
Probably.
whereas your 3DS is probably going to wind up being more like you would expect for something on a handheld.
Yeah.
Less flashy, but still kind of the same concept.
Yeah, and they even have two different art styles too, as we saw back in our E3 coverage.
Yeah.
The character customization for, that's been said before. I'm just disappointed to hear this, and the reason I'm just like, I kind of want to say it's like, well, so many other games have this happen to them, and that's my kind of thing. It's like, well, so many other games have this happen to them with the cutscenes.
I think though this is gonna hurt them.
Yeah, because I like Subspace Emissary, damn it. I know some people don't like it, but I liked it, damn it. I really loved, it was, the one cutscene where, the Hellbrid is flying up against the, bad guys, big old piece of land? I love that cutscene. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
I think.
Like where they sacrifice the Hellbrid and a bunch of other different vehicles pop out to go after it.
I'd have to see it to know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to dig that one up. I love Suspect Adversary because it gave a little bit more life to the Smash Brothers series. It's like, oh yeah, it's all these characters crossing over. Now here's a world they live in, and here's a story. No, don't got any voice acting to it, but it's cool. Like you have all these little different character interactions. They're just purely based off of just emotions and how the characters look at each other and whatnot. And it was cool. I'm just disappointed to hear that they're not going to do it. Because I'm like, aw.
Well, like I said, I think this is going to hurt them because what's been the big thing with Smash Brothers this whole time? You play through the story to unlock more characters to use in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, how are you going to unlock the characters? You're not. You're going to have them all from the start.
Unless they go back and just have it do through arcade mode. Like for the original Smash Brothers.
But that, as far as they came with it, though, that just wouldn't feel right.
Yeah. And especially how they've been evolving, because you had something like Subspace Emissary in Melee, it just wasn't really connected. It was just an adventure mode where you traveled through a bunch of different worlds. And they got involved in Subspace Emissary and Brawl. So this be like, oh, we're just gonna not do it anymore. I'm like, but you did so well in the evolution from Melee to Brawl with Emissary. Why are you going backwards? I mean, don't get me wrong, just doing, like, the series of fights is fine. It's just...
It's old.
Yeah, everyone does that. Subspace Emissary gave context to fights. More than just, oh, it's this character fighting this character, or this character fighting this character. No, this gave context to the fights. And gave you cool fights and cool levels to go through. It was something different and fun. I miss the fun. I'm gonna miss that fun part.
Wait, what?
Have you not been paying attention to this, Black?
I have been paying attention to that, but something just caught me.
What?
By surprise. It's nothing that's in the thing. I think I might have 2 quick draws.
Hey?
Facepalm.
Wow.
Of course, I saw the first comment. It was like, I want to play Super Smash Brothers for the story mode. Said no one ever. Really?
Actually, there were a couple people that said it.
It's one of those things. I liked Subspace Emissary. And what got me really excited for Brawl 2? So it's like, a story mode? And seeing the cutscenes, I'm like,
Well, and to me, I think they did Melee a lot better. I never did get to play Brawl, so I don't know how that one turned out, but I felt like Melee was a better game than the original. And like they kind of evolved over that.
Yeah, I'd say Melee's probably better in a lot of ways because you have the weird slipping thing in Brawl. I never really noticed it, but I know people don't like that. But I felt like that was one of the cool things about Brawl. And I have got to get the necessary component cables from a Wii so I can show off Subspace Emissary on stream for one day. I'll probably do it for a Monday Night Raw stream.
And be yet another one that has it online.
Yeah.
Which, that's what gets me. Why is Nintendo just being stupid with that?
Brawl's online, Subspace Emissary is not, even though it technically is co-op.
But, okay.
It's just local co-op.
Okay, but if they're not doing it because many of the videos for Subspace Emissary is online, what's that hurting? That's showing people that's giving people motivation to buy the game.
Yeah, that's people showing off the game.
That's stuff that everyone does.
Yes,
do you think Microsoft's going to say we're going to quit doing multiplayer because people are streaming it online? No, they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
They're going to do it better though because they're going to be able to see, hey, people hated this, let's change it. Same concept here.
This is like the 3rd time Nintendo has had a problem with the internet. Because first it's Let's Players. Second, it was EVO, because they didn't want the Melee tournament streamed. Which, that broke viewership records for EVO. Just saying. As far as I know, that broke viewership records. And I know at least one tweet that was like, oh, this is the fantastic tournament. And now this. Nintendo. Why the hate for the internet?
It's because they're not willing to embrace where we're at as far as gaming goes.
Are they old?
Well, you gotta look. Nintendo started out in 90.
And before that, too.
Well, I mean in console-wise.
Yeah, console-wise, yeah.
You look at, over that time, they've battled Sega, they've battled Sony, Microsoft. They've had their fair share. Atari. I mean,
I don't think they really took off against Atari at all. Just saying.
they were in a neck
But
and neck battle, kind of like how Sony and Microsoft are right now.
by the time Nintendo entered the market, Atari was like long gone in terms of gaming.
Not long gone.
Well, maybe not.
It still had its foot. It still had one foot in the door, but it was at that moment trying to
The
take
industry
that
was
foot out.
nowhere near where it used to be when Nintendo came in.
No.
Nintendo revitalized the industry hard.
What Nintendo's not realizing is, while they did bring so much to the industry altogether, they're hindering themselves now because they're not willing to adapt.
Yeah.
If they got that motivation to just adapt and embrace, people are going to put the stuff up on YouTube no matter what, and that'll actually help them marketing because that'll be less they've got to spend on advertising this stuff.
Yeah, and they don't put it up there to be like, hey, look at this cutscene so you don't have to buy this game. No, it's the opposite. They're like, hey, look at this awesome cutscene.
If you don't have this game, get it.
Yes.
How many streamers out there go, look at this cutscene so you don't have to pay for the game? Exactly.
Only if it's a horrible game to begin with. And even then
you don't hear it.
Even if it was a horrible game if it was a horrible game to begin with, why would they be watching it then?
If it's a horrible game, that's when the streamer is going to be like, oh dear lord, this game sucks. I mean...
Look, there's such a thing as pain.
Yes.
That's why people watch other people play bad games. Because they get enjoyment out of other people's pain.
Yes.
Why do you think people love to watch other people watch I Want to Be the Guy or other stupid bullshit games like that?
What is I Want to Be the Guy?
A really stupidly difficult game, from what I know.
Hey, Glock.
Yes.
Why do you think I make fun of you on the stream?
Because you're a jerk?
No. Entertainment out of pain.
It doesn't really pain me that much.
The way you react to it, though, it makes it sound like it does.
Yeah.
The way I react to it, I find myself funny. That's the whole reason I do it.
Exactly.
That's the point.
But I'm finding myself funny. Other people aren't finding me. Oh, wait, never mind.
We don't have other people to be able to verify whether you're funny or not. If I just had to guess, probably not, but no, I'm kidding.
Screw you.
Way to make an example right there.
This also disappoints me because that Mega Man trailer, the scene where Mega Man first pops up, if that was an example of what we would got if like a potential subspace emissary, because that trailer was cool for that scene where just Mega Man just pops in and he's just kicking all sorts of ass.
Yeah.
I think that's Nintendo's problem, though, right there. They're scared of the internet. They know that it can help them. They really do. They know it can help them, but they don't want to let that out of their hands. They don't want to let the players advertise for them. Do you honestly think Call of Duty, Battlefield 3, Halo, do you really think that all of them are popular because of their marketing teams? I'm just saying.
Kind of point, yes. It's just getting the name out there.
All their marketing team does anymore is get the name out there.
Yeah.
Every bit of their promotion is from the players talking about it.
Yeah.
They don't have to do anything but show off one trailer and say, this is the name of the game. And
Which
that
is what they've done
starts
so
up
far.
a whole big crap storm of stuff.
Which is what they've done so far. They've shown off that they had that one reveal, and I swear there's been nothing else for that game. It was even absent from E3. Like, wow, I just realized that. Call of Duty wasn't at E3. Really?
Halo was.
Yes!
Even
And
though
that was
Halo
a teaser
isn't.
trailer.
Yeah, even though Halo's nowhere near ready to be advertised.
Yes!
And guess
I
what?
just don't
Guess
realize
what?
that.
There again. They threw out that teaser, didn't give it a name or nothing, said that it was going to be a saga. That was the only information they threw out there. And look
Yeah.
at how big it went. That's the point right there. If Nintendo could embrace that, give Smash Brothers, give very little information, and just let the community go wild with it.
Oh, yeah.
And then as it's going, confirm and decline various things that's been hitting big.
Yeah, honestly, like, Nintendo, it's like, if they were to do that, all they'd be doing is, like, is this character in? No. Is this character in? No. Is this character in? No.
Is this character in? Maybe.
Because that's what people really speculate on with Smash
No!
Brothers, is characters.
Yeah.
Resident Internet Explorer, don't you dare
Well,
shut down on
well,
me.
and then if you think about it too, this whole story mode thing.
Yeah.
They could have let it play out.
Yeah, because then it's not just playable characters. It's like, who's going to appear in this?
Exactly.
It's like, who's going to appear? So Rayquaza appeared in there. Ridley appeared. You fought Ridley twice in the game. You fought an Earthbound enemy that I have no clue who is, because I don't play Earthbound because it's not on my list.
That's the problem Nintendo's having. That is why the Wii U's not going to be able to redeem itself from the Wii. It don't matter what Nintendo thinks they can do until they give the keys to their marketing side to the players and say, go buck wild with it. They're not going to pick back up. They're going to sit at the bottom of the chain until they finally die out. And that's sad to say, but that's going to happen.
Especially when you got so many games that could be released that people want to play.
I would so love to see another Metroid game. A good Banjo-Kazooie game.
Although that's Rare. Mm-hmm. And we all know who owns Rare now.
Yeah. But still, I mean,
And
that's
I know they
two
said,
of the titles right there.
Yeah, and I know, like, I think it was Miyamoto said, it's like, well, there's nothing we can do with F-Zero right now, so we're not going to make a new one. I have to go, well, think of something to do with it, damn it.
HD remakes until you can think of something new.
Yes!
Everyone else is doing it.
Yes, release it on the Wii Shop. You did an HD remake with Majora's Mask.
Seriously.
Oh, wait, no, Ocarina of Time, my bad. Why not
Wind
Majora's
Waker.
Mask?
They did
No.
one with it too.
Yeah.
Another Star Fox game.
Yes.
Honestly speaking, I would love to see another one like Assault.
Yeah.
It had a good middle ground between adventure and 64. I would love to see another one like Assault. Rather than going into the obscure Mario stuff, what about a regular Mario Brothers game?
Yeah?
That isn't just a rehash.
I mean, Galaxy hit it off big. Why not try to recapture that magic again? Like, do another Galaxy. People love Galaxy. I played a little bit of Galaxy, and I kind of like it. As weird as the controls are, because you have to use both the Wiimote and the nunchuck, and it just feels weird to play with that. Just saying.
Well, the Wii kind of felt weird to play with, period.
Yeah.
But there's
how-
so much the Wii U could do
Yes.
that they're just not doing, that the community could run buck wild with.
Yeah.
And as long as they're scared of the internet, that's going to be their downfall.
Yeah. But, alright. We need to take a break, because we've just now hit the 2-hour mark.
Yep.
Yep.
We are going to take a break and be right back with our big topic discussion of prices on current and next gen, because of a little Q&A from a major retailer in the UK, alongside our usual quick releases and quick draws. See you on the other side.